The advent of Deepseek R1 has crashed the semiconductor market. In this video, I'm going to talk about the story of what has happened, its implications, and finally, I'll give out my opinions. Let's get started with what has happened. Chinese AI company Deepseek has released an open source model called Deepseek R1, and it's rivaling OpenAI's O1 model, which is their most popular model. On several benchmarks, Deepseek R1 provides very similar performance to OpenAI's O1, but here is the catch. It's almost 9.3x times cheaper than GPT-O1, and this is a huge deal. A lot of people have already done a lot of comparison because this is an open source model, and here are some findings. Deepseek is brilliant at performing cost-efficient tasks such as coding and mathematics. This is made possible with a mixture of experts, MOE architecture, enabled by its 671 billion parameters and 37 billion simultaneously activated. With FP8 mixed precision training, Deepseek saves even more on memory and GPU at the same time, allowing for 14.8 trillion token pre-training in fewer GPU hours than other models such as GPT-4o1. There's also some discussion about the training part and inference part. A lot of people think that the inference part seems to be cheaper, but it's still not clear how much of computing power was spent in the training, because they're only offering the cost to use the model, which is almost 9 times cheaper than OpenAI, and that only gives out information about how to use the model and how much does it cost to use the model. But what happened to training in the background is still an unknown. And one of the tweets that says that they still have 50k Hopper GPUs, they probably would have used them for training. So there is still that confusion. It's still not finalized yet. So let's look at the final verdict to date. As you can see on the screen, Deepseek performed poorly in finding differences between pictures, as the produced deliverables were irrelevant to the prompt and did not meet the expectations. With respect to problem solving, ChatGPT is better, and ChatGPT's results are more logical and precise. And there's also some transparency and ethical concerns. There are some who find censorship difficult, particularly because it's of Chinese origin, and ChatGPT is a safer choice because of its clear transparency of the service. So there are positives and negatives in this. So this is my conclusion. In my opinion, it's too early to say that Deepseek is better than GPT-O on wide variety of applications because they just released it. There needs to be a bigger comparison still. And the second is inference costs seem to be 90% cheaper, but there's not much clarity on the training cost of how cheap it is. And it also makes me think that currently AI is not widely used because it's still very expensive. If you are in doubt, ask anyone who is trying to develop AI application. It's very expensive. So even to develop a POC, it's going to take a lot of money. And even in Microsoft, there are not enough resources available for us to get the quota. So if the costs are reduced, then there will be more activity. So it'll still call for more activity in the AI industry. It's good for the overall AI industry. Of course, NVIDIA cannot charge such high prices for their GPUs anymore, but if the activity is quite high, I think they can sell a lot of volume continuously and can still get good net income margins that can fuel their stock prices. And for this reason, I'm cautiously optimistic on the semiconductor industry. Just today, I opened a position in NVIDIA, very small position, 5 shares at $117. And I will continue to add to my position because you have seen my valuation for NVIDIA for 2029. And $117 seems like a good price for me to enter. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.